How's it going, YouTube? It is Docky or Docky Style Gaming, and on this video today we are going to be discussing all of the questions that were asked to Mark Dara. A couple hours ago I posted a video about all of the questions that John Warner discussed, and in this video we're going to be talking about all of the Mark Dara questions. Now, speaking of Mark Dara, it is that man's birthday, so definitely go show him some love on Twitter. He has been answering all of these questions. He's the reason why I can bring you these videos, so go tell him happy birthday and let him know that we appreciate him answering all these questions for the community and for keeping the hype alive. Now, let's get straight into all of the new news. So the first question that was discussed was if we'd be able to deconstruct our weapons and use them for other purposes. Mark Dara on that subject did say yes. So I'm pretty sure I covered that on another video, but I wanted to put that in here as well. The next question that was asked was if the legendary Ranger gear attachment that's going to be coming with the pre-order bonus would be random for all players who pre-ordered, or if it would be the same exact weapon. And Mark Dara did say that it's going to be the same for every player, so it's not going to be a random thing that each person has a different one. Everybody will get the exact same Ranger item that you get for pre-ordering the game, but Mark Dara did cover in another tweet a long time ago that the weapon itself isn't really even going to be that great, and you'll probably find something better pretty fast in the game. So it'll give you a slight boost, but not for long, because you'll be switching it out for another weapon pretty early on anyway. So there is that. Now, this next question that was asked I thought was pretty self-explanatory, but they asked if you'd be able to recolor over a gear piece if you put the wrong color on, and yes you can. It's not going to be something permanent. You won't have to farm a new gear piece or recraft a new gear piece. You can change the color whenever you want to, even if you put on the wrong color, and the color uses are unlimited. It's not a one-time use thing, similar to how Destiny has their one-time use shaders. Now, this question that was asked, I kind of hope it's going to happen, but they were asked if we'd be able to use all 4 of the Javelins in the beta or demos when they're released, and Mark Dara did say hopefully. So I do hope we will be able to as well, because I'd love to get some footage on all 4 of the Javelins and get to test out each and every one of their abilities. Posted on the channel, I feel like that'd be pretty cool. So hopefully we can see it as well. I'm hopeful, just like Mark Dara is hopeful also. The next question was a PAX West question, and he pretty much did go on to say that they will be talking storytelling at PAX West, and like John Warner mentioned last week at the Gamescom interview, they will also be finally showing off some brand new gameplay. So hopefully we'll see something new and get some more information, and I will definitely be covering that on the channel. Any new news and doing a complete video breakdown on the new footage that we see at PAX West. So stay tuned for that. Now, this next question, I'm actually very happy somebody actually answered this, because just today I got a comment asking me this, and they asked, is there a definite no on PvP in Anthem? And Mark Dara did say not at launch. That's all he said. He didn't actually give us a definitive no, so they could implement PvP at some point, but me personally, I really hope there's no PvP in Anthem. Anthem isn't really a PvP based game. It doesn't need to be a PvP based game, and when you implement PvP in a game like Anthem, that's when weapon balancing starts coming in, and then that's when weapon nerfs start happening. People start getting upset. We saw what happened with Gallahorn, the Truth, Vex Mythoclast, weapons of that nature in Destiny, because of PvP and people using PvE centric weapons in PvP. So I really hope they don't add a PvP to Anthem ever, because then that'll be the nerf of a bunch of gear attachments, weapons, things of that nature, and I really don't want that. I hope we can be as strong as we want to while playing the story of Anthem itself. But that's just me. Apparently there are a lot of people who want PvP, because I see a lot of those questions asked all the time. But at least there's not a definitive no. So you might actually get your PvP at some point along the road. And now here's another one of these infamous questions, but they asked, is there a beta or demo in the works? And of course, John Warner said yes, more details coming soon. So we definitely got something coming up when it comes to demo information, hopefully at PAX again. We don't know, but it's coming soon. So this next one I'm actually happy to see when talking about currency in the game. They did say the in-game currency can be used to buy cosmetics in the shop. And me, myself, I'm personally happy to see this. We know there are 2 different types of currency. We know there's going to be the premium currency, and we know there's going to be the in-game currency. And currently we knew that the in-game currency could be used to buy materials and things of that nature for crafting, and then we knew that the premium currency would be used for buying cosmetics in the shop. But now it's nice to know that you can also use the in-game currency to buy cosmetics as well. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I'm glad that that question was asked and he answered it. Now, this next question was talking about customization and if we'd be able to fully customize our javelins at the beginning of the game. And Mark Dara did say we won't be able to because some of them are going to be unlocked. He was asking if we'd have like carbon fibers, things of that nature, and some of those items are clearly going to have to be unlocked in the game. It makes sense that not everything is going to be given to us straight away, so I'm fine with that, and I guess that's to be expected as well. And now we come up on this question. It's been a while and we were doing so good. I think I was about 5-6 videos in since we've had this question, but somebody had to ask it. And like I always say, every time it's asked, I will put it in a video. So they asked him, are there any plans for a collector's edition of Anthem? And of course, no, there are no current editions announced or planned for Anthem at all. So guys, there's only 2 editions. It's your standard edition and your Legion of Dawn edition. There's no collector's edition. That's it, just 2. Even though I know it's not you guys probably answering these questions, but I always put it in these videos anyway. This next question, I'm actually very happy it was asked because I was just asked this myself by somebody in the comment section. So the other 3 javelins in free roam are going to be completely random javelins, meaning it doesn't guarantee that you'll get instants where you'll have one of each javelin in the group if you're playing solo. But you could have a group of all 4 rangers, even though Mark Dara did go on to say that they may try to preference something that will make you have one of each, but that's not going to be a feature that'll be forced on us. So, you know, I guess it's looking like it's best to probably run with a group and have the team that you want, because if you're running solo and you're doing open world stuff, you never know what type of players are going to be on what type of javelins until you actually get into the open world itself. So, you know, play with the group, play with some friends, or play solo and just, you know, accept whatever randoms you get. Now, this next one I thought was pretty cool also. They did say that there is going to be a freelancer perk that will increase the radius of your pickups. So think of it like a sentinel in Warframe. When you walk around, it'll just suck up all your drops, your loot items, things like that. So apparently there's going to be a perk that also does that as well to increase the radius of your pickup. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I'm pretty happy to hear that. Now, speaking of something I'm happy to hear, this one I'm actually is very happy to hear as well. They were talking about Halleck's look, and they did say that it is influenced by the Maori culture, essentially. And for me, I was super happy to hear that because growing up, I was a huge Bionicle fan, and for those of you who don't know, Bionicle, like, the story was fantastic, everything about it, I loved it, at least G1. And a lot of their characters, their influence was based off of Maori culture. The Toa was the Maori word for hero, the Turaga was the Maori word for elder. Even the names of the characters like Tahu, Kopaka, Pohatu, Makuta, Vakama, Matau. I mean, even Halleck itself sounds like a Bionicle name now that I think of it, which is kind of funny. But I thought that was pretty cool, and it's just something that gave me like a nostalgic flashback when I heard that. So I thought that was pretty cool and definitely wanted to put that in here. Now, this next one was kind of interesting. I guess I'm kind of happy that this was even asked because I would have never thought about this, but I probably would have tried to do this in game. So I'm glad it was asked. But you essentially won't be able to do damage to enemies if you are dive bombing from the air. So if you're flying down from the air and trying to hit an enemy, you won't actually do damage to him. But he did go on to say there is an air melee combat. So maybe you can swing before you hit the ground and deal damage to him, but you can't actually just smash them with your javelin and actually deal damage. Which, again, I'm glad he clarified that because I would have never thought to ask that, but that is definitely something I probably would have tried in the game and just took a crazy amount of fall damage and killed myself. So that was asked, and I'm happy it was. Now, this next question, I mean, I've kind of covered this on the channel a lot when talking about the Storm, because they said the Storm is a glass cannon, meaning in terms of damage and DPS, it does the most. But the glass cannon aspect of it, it doesn't take a lot of damage. It can die the fastest, it can die the easiest. So when they asked Mark Dara which of the Javelin are the squishiest of them, he did say likely the Storm. And then even John Warner past week, he talked about the Storm having the least amount of armor in terms of the Javelin. So we all kind of knew that, but I did want to put that in here anyway. So this last thing I thought was pretty cool. So it was made by Akumio. They made an Anthem controller layout concept based based on the E3 and Gamescom demo layout. It was kind of crafted with the help of Anthem Insider, and then even Ben Irving, one of the BioWare developers, kind of gave them some insight on it, and it looks fantastic. I'll post images of it for you to look at it and see it. But when shown to Mark Dara, some things on it apparently have already changed. So it seems like from the Gamescom demo, they're already tweaking some of the button layouts. But I still thought it was cool nonetheless, and definitely wanted to post it in the video, the whole controller layout, because it looks fantastic. The art and everything on it was pretty cool. So I definitely wanted to put that in one of my videos coming up. And I have two more things before I end this video. This last one is for you guys, because I hope you guys didn't think I was going to let you off the hook without putting this in here. But it looks like Michael Gamble, one of the BioWare devs, has now joined the Storm Master Race. He talked about playing some of the missions with him, and he said after using the Storm, it is guaranteed to be his main, and then he put wow. So you guys might want to join that Storm Master Race, because it's looking pretty good over here. So I did want to put that out there. Now, this is about to end on, I guess, a bit of a heavier note, but I do want to say prayers go out to the victims, the friends and families of the victims of everything that happened yesterday in Jacksonville. I saw even today EA posted a statement about it as well, but it was just something that was crazy and horrific that happened, and I at least wanted to mention it and bring it up, especially because of the place it happened, at a place where, I mean, most people came together to play a game and have fun, enjoy, just forget about most of the things. So I definitely wanted to mention it. I mean, I had a person in my Discord bring it to my attention, and then even my younger brother, who covers nothing but Madden on his YouTube channel, even was texting me about it. I was just like, it's just crazy. But I do want to, you know, at least, like I said, make a point to say, you know, the prayers and thoughts are definitely going out to the victims, the family and the friends of the victims. Like I said, it was just a crazy event that happened, and I wanted to address it at least in this video. But that's all I really got for this one. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.